What's going on, guys? It's bman here with another episode of bman's Corner. Listen, guys, I don't really have any hot topics at the moment. I do have four things though which have caught my eye in news and rumours. Starting off with Jim Ross. As we all know, JR does a blog like I think nearly every week or every 2 weeks. I'm not sure. But yeah, he always gets asked questions by his fans and everything else. One of the questions that really caught my attention was, and I was really surprised that Jim Ross actually commented on, was a topic that's been going around the YWC for a while. Do you think is TNA turning into WCW? In which Jim Ross pretty much talks about it and says to compare TNA to WCW, like I'll put it in pretty much simple terms. Comparing WCW to TNA is bad because WCW had the better network and everything else. Pretty much Jim Ross beat around the bush going with the network stuff and everything else. Then he actually went into it at below, saying there's I think he was pretty much saying in his own words, I don't think there's any chance that TNA could kick WWE's ass, and it was never about TNA kicking WWE's ass for TNA, I guess. But that's fair enough. Like, okay, because I understand Jim Ross has got a important part in WWE and everything else, so he can't really comment on stuff like that. But I don't know, beating around the bush by saying the networks aren't the same. It's not. They didn't ask you whether you thought they were the same based on their networks. They asked you, do you think TNA is turning into WCW, which it is. It's turning into WCW. Everyone knows it. Anyone on the YWC knows it. That watches TNA, watches it nearly every week, can see that it's just spiraling. That's all it's doing. But there is one thing that's saving it, and I will get into that in a minute. Nexus. That's the second thing that's caught my eye. The new Nexus has how shall I put this? The new Nexus is called the Core now, and there's a little rumour going around that maybe there's going to be Nexus versus the Core at WrestleMania. I'm going to find that very interesting if it does happen. It'll definitely put both teams into the spotlight and give some of the guys a chance to show who they really are. The only problem I have with it is Mason Ryan. Okay, Mason Ryan. I don't have a problem with Mason Ryan as a wrestler. Everyone's like already ripping on him, saying he's the new Batista and everything else. Look, he looks like Batista. I haven't seen him wrestle yet, so I'm not going to judge him. But if he does not wrestle like Batista and he wrestles better, then everyone's just going to pretty much be eating their words on that. But the only problem I have is if they did put him in WrestleMania, that would mean he'd only been with the company for a month and a bit before they put him on the grandest stage of them all, which is a slap in the face to guys like Daniel Bryan and Caval and stuff like that, who didn't really get on pay-per-views until they were like 5 months into the company. But anyways, third thing, definitely. Gotta talk about this guy. This guy has really impressed me. Tommy Mercer, aka Chrism. This guy, he's blowing my mind at the moment. He's only been with TNA for what, 3 weeks, and I'm gonna say this right now. He's showing me more talent, like just with his promo work, than I'm seeing from most of the guys who have been in the company like been in that company for a few years. I don't know if that's just my personal opinion. I don't know if anyone else is going to agree with it, but trust me, watch Tommy, watch Crimson do his work when he's mentioning they, and he gets really intense with his promos, and you actually believe this guy wants to hurt this person, but he's not going to do it because he's just being the messenger. And he does really good work. I haven't seen Tommy wrestle yet in TNA, but I guarantee you, this guy definitely someone to watch out for in the future. Let's see, I've talked about Jim Ross, and the fourth one. Fourth one, yes. Undertaker. Everyone's talking about his WrestleMania opponent. Well, there's news going around that Undertaker's apparently going to have a special enforcer at WrestleMania if he's there. Now, wait till you hear who the special enforcer is, or who the special enforcer is that they have in mind, and just think about it. Okay, everyone knows Undertaker's really into the MMA scene, right? Like, he's into the UFC, stuff like that. Alright, well, the special enforcer that these guys have in mind is Kimbo Slice. Now, everyone knows, anyone who knows Kimbo knows him personally from his street fighting videos and his time with UFC and stuff like that. I don't know if he's still with UFC, but if he is, then this is the question you have to ask yourself. Okay, if WWE can get Kimbo Slice, why can't WWE get Brock Lesnar? That's just a question. If Kimbo is still with UFC, why is Dana White letting Kimbo Slice do this, if he does let him do it, and not let Brock Lesnar at least wrestle Undertaker one time? But anyways, guys, that's just my thing. Those are the 4 things that are going around at the moment. But yeah, like I said, man, watch out for Tommy Mercer, aka Crimson. Definitely a future star in TNA, man. Like, I see a lot of potential in him. Yeah, and let's just keep an eye out for this stuff with the Undertaker as well. See what happens there. Alright, thanks guys. I'll catch up with you all later. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, please leave them down below, and I'll get back to you when I can. Thanks guys. Bye.